Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating culture of South Korea. Whether you're planning a trip, moving there for work, or just love learning about different cultures, this video is for you. South Korea is an incredible country with rich traditions, but there are a few cultural nuances that can catch foreigners by surprise. To help you have the smoothest, most respectful experience possible, we've compiled a list of the top 10 cultural mistakes to avoid. Trust me, knowing these will make a huge difference. So grab your notebooks, and let's get started on our journey to becoming culturally savvy travelers. First up, at number 10, is blowing your nose at the dinner table. Now, in many Western cultures, if you have a sniffle, you just grab a tissue and take care of it, right? Well, in South Korea, this is considered quite impolite. It's seen as unhygienic and disruptive to the meal. So what do you do if you feel a sneeze or a runny nose coming on? The polite thing to do is to excuse yourself from the table. Just quietly get up and head to the restroom or step outside to handle it. If you absolutely can't leave, the key is to be as discreet as humanly possible. A quick, quiet dab with a tissue is much better than a loud honk. It's all about maintaining a pleasant and clean dining atmosphere for everyone. A little sniffle is fine, but for anything more, a quick trip to the washroom is your best bet. Coming in at number 9, we have a big one: ignoring the hierarchy. Korean society is built on a strong foundation of Confucianism, which places a huge emphasis on respect for age and seniority. This isn't just some old-fashioned idea. It's a living, breathing part of daily interactions. The language itself has different levels of politeness depending on who you're talking to. An older person, a boss, or even a senior colleague at work is always shown a higher level of respect. This means using formal language, bowing slightly when you greet them, and generally being more deferential. It can feel a bit strange if you're from a more egalitarian culture, but it's crucial. Forgetting this can come across as incredibly rude and disrespectful, even if you don't mean it to be. So always be mindful of who is older or in a higher position and adjust your behavior accordingly. It shows you respect the culture. Let's talk about money. At number 8 is tipping. This one is simple but super important. In South Korea, you don't tip. That's it. It's not part of the culture at all. In restaurants, cafes, taxis, or hotels, the price you see is the price you pay. Workers are paid a set salary, and tips are not expected to supplement their income. In fact, trying to leave a tip can sometimes cause confusion. The staff might think you accidentally left your money and chase after you to return it. In some rare cases, it could even be perceived as a little insulting, as if you're suggesting they aren't paid a fair wage. So, save your money. The best way to show your appreciation for great service is with a simple, sincere 감사합니다, which means thank you. A smile and a polite thank you go much further than a cash tip ever will. Alright, moving on to number 7, and this is a mistake you definitely want to avoid: using red ink to write someone's name. This might sound like a small thing, but it carries some heavy historical and cultural weight. Traditionally, writing a person's name in red ink was reserved for marking the names of the deceased on family registers and funeral banners. Because of this association, writing a living person's name in red is a major taboo. It is considered extremely bad luck and can imply that you wish harm or even death upon that person. Obviously, you don't want to send that message. So when you're writing a card, signing a guest book, or just jotting down a friend's name, stick to black or blue ink. Just leave the red pens for circling errors or making notes for yourself. It's a simple switch that avoids a very serious cultural faux pas. At number 6, we're heading onto public transport. Picture this: you're on a crowded subway in Seoul during rush hour. What's the one thing you'll notice? It's quiet. And that's the rule. Talking loudly on public transport is a big no-no. Whether you're on a bus, a subway, or a train, keeping your voice down is considered basic etiquette. People are commuting, resting, or just enjoying a moment of peace. Loud conversations, whether in person or on the phone, are seen as disruptive and inconsiderate. If you need to take a call, speak in a very low voice, almost a whisper, or better yet, send a text message instead. The same goes for watching videos or listening to music on your phone. Headphones are an absolute must. It's all about sharing the space respectfully. So embrace the quiet and enjoy the ride. Pouring in at number 5 is a key piece of Korean dining and drinking etiquette. Never pour your own drink. This is especially true when you're drinking with others, whether it's water, soda, or soju. The custom is to pour for others, and they, in turn, will pour for you. It's a gesture of friendship, respect, and camaraderie. When you see someone's glass is getting empty, you should pick up the bottle and refill it for them. And when someone is pouring a drink for you, it's polite to hold your cup with 2 hands to receive it. This shows gratitude and respect. Pouring your own drink can be seen as a bit antisocial, like you're excluding yourself from the group. So keep an eye on your friends' glasses and they'll keep an eye on yours. It's a wonderful, communal aspect of Korean culture. Now for number 4, another crucial dining rule: wait for the elders to start eating. Remember what we said about hierarchy. This is it in action at the dinner table. Before you eagerly pick up your chopsticks and dig in, take a look around. The oldest person at the table, or the person with the highest social rank, must be the first to start the meal. They signal that the meal can begin by picking up their spoon or chopsticks. Only after they have taken their first bite is it acceptable for everyone else to start eating. Jumping the gun is a sign of disrespect. It's like saying your hunger is more important than showing proper respect to your elders, so be patient. It's a small gesture that demonstrates a great deal of cultural awareness and respect. At number 3, we have a rule that's all about chopsticks. Specifically, never ever stick your chopsticks upright in your bowl of rice. This is probably one of the most serious taboos at the Korean dining table. Why? Because it looks exactly like the incense sticks that are burned at funerals and ancestral rites to honor the dead. Sticking your chopsticks vertically in your food is a powerful symbol associated with death, and it's considered incredibly ominous and disrespectful. It's like bringing a symbol of a funeral to the dinner table. If you need to put your chopsticks down during the meal, simply rest them on the side of your bowl or on a chopstick rest if one is provided. Just don't plant them in your rice. This is a rule you'll find in many East Asian cultures, and it's one you absolutely must remember. We're almost at the top. The mistake at number 2 is wearing your shoes indoors. In South Korea, the home is a clean, sacred space. The floor is used for sitting, eating, and even sleeping. Because of this, it's customary to always remove your shoes upon entering a Korean home. You'll usually see a designated area by the entrance called a haeungwon where you can take off and store your shoes. Often, your host will provide guest slippers for you to wear inside. This rule doesn't just apply to homes. You lines also need to remove your shoes when entering some traditional restaurants where you sit on the floor, as well as temples and certain other establishments. Look for a shoe rack by the door or see what other people are doing. It's a fundamental sign of respect for someone's home and for Korean culture in general, plus, it helps keep everything clean. And here we are at the number 1 cultural mistake to avoid in South Korea: not using 2 hands. This is a thread that runs through so many social interactions. When you are giving something to someone, especially if they are older or in a position of authority, you should present it with both hands. This applies to everything: giving a gift, handing over your credit card, or even passing a business card. Similarly, when you are receiving something, you should accept it with both hands. If your other hand is occupied, you can support your receiving arm at the wrist or forearm with your other hand. This simple gesture transforms the act from a casual transaction into a sign of deep respect. Using just one hand, especially with your left hand, can be seen as casual to the point of being dismissive or rude. It's a small physical adjustment that carries a huge amount of cultural meaning. Master this, and you'll be making a fantastic impression everywhere you go. So there you have it, our top 10 cultural mistakes to avoid in South Korea. From the dinner table to the subway, these tips should help you navigate social situations with confidence and respect. Remember, nobody expects you to be perfect, and Koreans are generally very understanding and forgiving of foreigners. But making an effort to understand and respect their culture will go a long way and open the door to much more meaningful connections. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more travel and culture guides. Have you been to South Korea? Did we miss any important tips? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, travel safe and stay curious.